All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Real Talk with Karen. I'm just so excited to have you here today for my episode number 5, where we dive into real stories of entrepreneurs uncovering the challenges and the win and everything in between. And for those of you that are joining us for the first time here today, welcome. Each week I sit down with, an inspiring guest to share their journey, to look at, what it really takes to build a successful business online, whether it's overcoming obstacles or celebrating their breakthroughs. And today I'm really, really excited to have with me, my business partner, Lysandra. And Lysandra is an immigrant from Cuba. So she came to Canada like most immigrant, with a dream for a better life. But soon she discovered that, she was trading her time for an income. But even so, it was just enough to get by. And she was not able to live, that dream life that she has envisioned here in Canada. And she started looking or searching for ways where she can, increase her income. And that's when she came across this business. And, she saw the potential in the online space. And without hesitation, she jumped right in. And fast forward 5 years later, Lysandra is now a successful business owner. She quit her job and she welcomed a new baby boy into her life where she can be that full-time mom and be present for her son. And she's also exceptional coach in our community who has helped thousands or many others people start their own online business so that they can live their dream life. So without further ado, we're going to jump into our conversation today. But first off, welcome, Lysandra, and thank you so much for for taking the time and to be on here today with me just to share your journey. So Lysandra, your story has always been so inspiring, because being in Canada, we have many, many immigrants that came to Canada, like I mentioned, looking for that dream, better life. But, it just turns out not the way they envisioned. So I know that our audience is like, just wanting to learn from you that, my first question I want to start with is that I think many of our viewers can relate to is like, what I know that there was that pain, but what really was it that motivated you to start this business? And, was there a specific turning point, where you realized that this was the right path for you?
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for the invitation. I'm actually not very used to like going live or anything like that. We don't have to in our business, but I was like, okay, let me just try the for first time and just break the ice. So yeah, as you just said, I'm an immigrant. I'm from Cuba, and I came to Canada a long time ago. I've been here for a few years. So there are actually a few things that actually motivate me to start. And the first one, of course, it was, as you mentioned, we have to face different challenges when we start from scratch in a new country. And the first challenge for me was that I had to, juggle between jobs and starting the new language and all the things. So I do have a career back in my home country, so I have to basically just kind of like start from scratch here because we, as professionals, we had to requalify our certificates and all the things. So when I found the fitness, I had a pretty decent job. Actually, I was happy with my job in the sense of like I was okay paying bills, getting by, But when we face the challenge to come to a new country and stay away from your family and start from scratch, you don't really, in my case, it was not enough for me. I was like, you know what, I came to here to have a better life. I want to know, like, okay, I'm just not going to just be okay in a regular job. I really want to find something more. I know there is something better out there for me. So that was what I was thinking since the beginning. So yeah, that was the first motivation. I really want to be kind of like independent and of course help my family back home. But at the same time, I always had that kind of like feeling of being an entrepreneur, kind of, I would say. And I was like, you know what? I know that there is a better way to earn money. I don't know if it's online or offline, but I'm going to find a way. And then I came across to this opportunity back in, it's been 4 years now. It was back in 2020. So yeah, it's been quite a journey for me. But the first motivation that I had was because I needed a change. And I knew that I was going to kind of like find a way because I wanted more for myself, more for my family. And at the same time, when I came across to the online opportunity, I was like, this is it. This is what I was looking for. Right now, I don't picture myself working for somebody else. So that was the first motivation, kind of the main
Yeah.
motivation that I had. Yeah.
That's so awesome. I know that, that is very inspiring because it's just to show our audience, what is possible with this
Mhm.
online business when you just decided that, you have enough and you needed a change and you know that there is more and there is a better way and that you deserve more. So, I really applaud you for having that mindset and having that courage to take that first step, because usually that first step is usually the scariest and the hardest, but it paid off. Like for me as well, I was just so grateful that I did take that first step because yes, like I'm able to now, live that life that I've always dreamed of and never thought it was possible with my old job. But here we are. Well, with starting, like you mentioned, starting anything new or any businesses, there are always going to be challenges. And especially when we do something online, how sometimes the online has a bad reputation because of all the
True.
scam, all the fraud
Mhm.
and all that stuff. So I was wondering, for you, when you started, did you have a skeptical spouse or a partner, that didn't believe in the online business, didn't believe in the online space and trying to stop you? And how did you overcome that if you did?
Well, I actually didn't have a skeptical spouse, but I did have so many doubts and I was afraid. I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing here. Because again, it's something that you find on the internet. There are so many scams on the internet, which is true. So what I have to kind of like deal with is more like pushing myself, kind of. So I was like, this is a great opportunity. I'm afraid. I know that, like this, it's something that, again, if you don't take the first step, you will never know, if it's something for you or not. So I didn't have to face a skeptical spouse. So that was not my case. My spouse, yeah, he was okay with that. He was like, I'm going to support you, whatever you do, it's okay for me. But yeah, it was more like about like pushing myself. You have to try it. Let's just take a chance. Let's see how it works. And then once I understood how everything worked, everything made sense to me. So I was like, you know what? This is amazing. This is actually better than any other offline businesses. Mhm.
Okay, awesome. You're one of the fortunate of many, because I know in our community we have so many people that came in with skeptical spouse. Myself was that situation, but I guess for you it wasn't your spouse, but it was more of a battle of you internally, right? There's one side that's like,
Yes.
this is a great opportunity. The other side is like, oh, are you sure? All this what if, right? But
Mhm.
you overcame it, right? You did your due diligence and checked everything out before you made that decision. And I'm so grateful you did, because otherwise I wouldn't have such an amazing business partner. Um,
Yeah. I'm so
well,
grateful too. Yeah.
yes. So as in our business, we come up, across many people that are interested. People are always looking for a way to earn extra income. And that's just the reality, because, with the economy these days and, not people not having that job security anymore. So they're always on the lookout for something that they can earn on the side. And of course, with the boom in the internet since the, post pandemic, because, that really drove everything
Yeah.
online. So we do
Mhm.
see more influx in that. And we often, I'm sure the same thing for you, we often come across from people that are interested with questions. And one of the common questions that I come across is like, what products do you sell? Because when people talk about a business, there's got to be something that we sell to earn money. Because they always think, because for people, that's what they think. It's a traditional business, right? What
Mhm.
products do you sell? So when people approach you with that kind of question, like, how would you answer that? So I just want you to share your thoughts on that, just so our audience can, get insights on, what do we sell, or what products do we sell, or do we sell a
So
product?
that's a pretty common question, just as you mentioned. And we basically don't sell any products, which is the best thing that could happen to us, actually. We teach people, we mentor people and offer them the tools and everything they need. I will say regular people, ordinary people, people that basically don't have business backgrounds or any experience, to actually launch everything they need in order for them to launch their business online. So we don't actually sell products. When you sell a product, what you have in return is a client. So you make a sale, and then you have to keep hustling to find somebody that purchase something for you. Okay. So when we create a business like this, we actually focus on growing a company. Okay, which is way better than that. Mhm.
Yes, I
That's what I'm saying.
totally 100% agree, because it's true. If you're just selling a product, you're just making that one-time sale. You get that one-time cut of commission or profit. And like you said, you have to hustle for the next sale. Otherwise, you would not have an income. But with our business model, we're structured like a franchise system.
Mhm.
So every time, someone comes in and join your business, you're helping them building their franchise business. And through that
That's right.
mentoring, yes, that's how we kind of earn an income. So that's the best part about this business, is there's no selling involved, which also means that, we don't have to chase our friends and family. So I'm just really grateful for that, because I would never, yeah, I don't want to be put in that position. Like, I wouldn't want my family to put me in that position. So that's why I would never want to come approach them and try to sell something to them and make that awkward feeling as well. Well, you know what? You've been very successful over the course of your journey with this online business. So I'm just curious, like, what's next for you? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now with this business?
Well, that's a pretty good question. Well, I'm going to, like, keep growing. That's my dream. Keep pushing, keep growing, keep learning, because we never stop learning, which is something that I love about being an entrepreneur. Okay. And I picture myself probably living in a warmer place. I think that's what we are looking for. As you guys know, I'm in Canada, as Karen mentioned. So, but I'm from Cuba, so I'm kind of like used to the winter here now. But my dream is probably just get, probably, I don't know, a winter home in another place. I don't know, maybe in Florida or somewhere else, where we can just escape for the winter. Okay, so that's one of the dreams that I have, and then I want to keep helping, like, families open their vision to, because there is so much skepticism with the online opportunities, and we don't know how good it could be for you if you actually don't try. So, in my opinion, people kind of like, let's just say, if somebody tells me when I found this opportunity 4 years ago that I would be working online, earning 6 7 figures, a lot, with pretty much no experience at all in business, I wouldn't believe anything. I'm like, no, of course not. So that's something that an opportunity like this can offer to anyone with no business background, no profession, not like a super career. So that's pretty much my advice to people as well. Just give it a try, because there is more. Okay, there is more. That don't let the skepticism or the fear or the doubt of the unknown to stop you to get a better life or to have a better life. So yeah, definitely in 5 years from now, I want to keep helping families, grow and have kind of like have more flexibility. And at the same time, I do have the kind of dreams. I want to kind of like move to a warmer place, because we can work from anywhere. So that's another perk. So I can still work my business and keep growing from any part of the world, because we work online. So yeah.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. I don't blame you trying to escape the winter in Canada here. Like, who likes to shovel the snow here? And also, that's so beautiful that, you want to keep on helping more families, like create that dream life they want, like, be open to opportunity. And I totally resonate and agree with you where, it's maybe, what we're earning is equivalent to a doctor's degree or a master degree in some sort of profession that would take years and years of schooling to get, right? But none of us had that type of background or training. It's all because thanks to the internet and the tools and the system that we have at our fingertip that really changes the way that you're able to earn. To be able to earn the 6-7 figures, you don't need to put yourself through years and years of schooling and training to make that. With this online business, with the automation and the global reach, it's possible to have that income within 1 or 2 years of running your online business if you are committed and dedicated, and if you're open-minded, coachable, and willing to learn, and have a desire for a change, a hunger for change, then this business is a great opportunity for you to pursue all that. Like, that's all. I totally agree with Lysandra. Anyway, thank you so much, Lysandra, for sharing your journey and insights today. I know our audience is walking away with very many valuable takeaways. And to all of you that are watching, I hope you find this episode inspiring, and that it was inspiring you to take action and to keep pushing forwards, towards your goals. No matter where you are on your journey, it's never too late to get started. We've heard how motivation and overcoming challenges and, looking towards that compelling future of a brighter future, like Lysandra had, moving to a warmer location will play an important role in building a successful business. So if you've enjoyed today's conversation, make sure to join us next week for another episode of Real Talk with Karen, where I'll continue to be sharing stories of real people. Then that's going to be inspiring real changes. So thank you again for tuning in today, and thank you, Lysandra, for joining us. And
Thank you for the invitation. Thanks.
Next time. Alrighty. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.